Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about scary? Ed Skrein is very scary.
We need to drop back!
You heard your brother! We have to move!
First things first, I think when Rebel Moon premiered in December,
Yes.
so most of us were disappointed that you weren't in the movie. But we are happy, we're very happy that your character, your role was restored in the director's cut. What was it like on the first day on the Zack Snyder set? Most of us can only imagine that they're on the set of such a massive set. I mean, what's the first thing that pops into your head when you look back on your first day on the set of Rebel Moon?
Well, yes, you're right. Of course, scale hits you because it is much larger than the stuff that you, or I in this case, would have been used to. But then again, because I've done a few that they're all not all, but they're varying sizes, and this happened to be one of the huge ones. But I think that the environment was very, very significant. That everybody really worked so hard to maintain this very positive, very supportive, very committed environment. Not only Mr. Snyder and his wife, who's the producer, and one of their producers who happens to also be the first AD. And for those who wouldn't know, that's the person who's kind of running the operation on the floor, equivalent to on stage. You might have a production manager or a stage manager, someone like that. And that person was a producer as well as the first AD. And the way they marshaled the whole thing, I mean, at any given time, there's hundreds of people, but all eyes are on what's happening on camera. Everybody's focused on that. Everybody's supporting it. There were moments, as you've seen in the thing, which are extremely emotional. And you would hear, like the first AD, who I really, really admire, Ms. Bukowski, sort of, telling everybody, quiet, please continue working, but be very quiet, respect the process, because you could see that the actors are doing something within themselves, preparing themselves, and everybody just was so supportive to that. It was a really lovely environment, and so much, even outside of that, like on the periphery or outside of the soundstage, people were just really, really supportive, and it's so committed. I mean, the stunt guys, so committed, just going all out every time, and taking care of you and making sure you're safe. And I really, really appreciated that whole atmosphere of commitment and support that was there. It takes something to run a ship like that, and I really admire that.
I was looking at that scene, right? Yeah, it's a very powerful sequence. Don't worry about the movie's already out, so don't worry about spoilers. I'm not worried about spoilers. Okay. So which is scarier, acting opposite Ed Skrein or playing opposite a CG creature?
They want to hurt her.
Well, neither. I mean, of course, when you're in character, there's great fear because Ed Skrein is amazing. I mean, bloody hell. You can sort of make your blood run cold just by looking at you. But the creature wasn't actually CGI. It was an animatronic. So okay. There's a physical creature, and it's being manipulated by somebody just off screen. So there's actual physical actions that are happening. But of course, everything in the film is digitally enhanced thereafter, right? So you get added details or color or lighting or glistening or stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you want to talk about scary? Ed Skrein is very scary. But incredibly, again, I use the word supportive. I mean, there were moments where I don't know how to describe this to people who are not familiar with it, but if you imagine that I am looking at, so right now, okay, I'm going to look at the camera, right, which is you. Okay, so I'm looking at you. So that's where I'm looking because my son is there, and I'm backing away. But as I'm backing away, we have manipulated the shot such the camera needs to come in right here, and I can't see this thing because I'm moving backwards, and the camera is doing a dance to around me. And as I'm doing it, and I'm saying, and I'm hearing hateful things from Ed Skrein or whatever, I feel this hand grab me and guide me around the camera as we are playing the scene. Because nobody sees his head. It's Ed Skrein. He was helpful. He grabbed my arm. He guided me around the thing. So there are these actor partnerships which people don't see. I mean, we do it amongst ourselves, but the beautiful conundrum of this man who is such a phenomenal actor and terrifying, but so nice when he's off screen. But it's a lovely thing.
Has your this is a sort of sensitive question. Has your family seen your death scene? And how was the reaction?
I don't think my parents have seen it. I'm not sure that I want them to. Everybody else has seen it. There's been a bit of but other than that, no. I mean, also my family is kind of a film family, so my ex-wife, my daughter, we're all quite used to all the stuff. We know how it's done, and so we just enjoy the craft. But because I tend to watch stuff, when I do watch stuff, I try to be an audience member. So I try to forget that anything is crafted, and so I do some good, I just find these little body reactions going on. But that's if I'm successfully immersed as an audience member.
Yeah, that sequence reminded me of the Walking Dead sequence where Stephen Young got bashed. So I couldn't watch it after that. I mean, I'm glad you're in the movie, but I can't watch that scene. I can't, I kept, I was doing this.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, man.
It's hard to watch. And the honest truth, and people are going to laugh at this, the honest truth is that I work in these things and I will do anything on film. I've done all sorts of crazy stuff. Okay? I can't always watch very heavy films. I love to work in heavy films and deep films and emotional work. But if I, as an audience member, turn on my TV, I'm watching motorcycle racing or MMA, or I'm not watching. I'm watching stuff that I can turn on and turn off. I cannot go in as an audience member and get ripped apart because I do that for my work. I go in and get ripped apart emotionally for my work, and then when I'm not working, I just want to sort of like close the wounds and just don't do that.